it's happening now in a way, you know, like we're getting together, we're talking about this, and we're just kind of letting it be. And that's hard sometimes, especially in a podcast. I feel like there's moments when we can just kind of stop and think and have these silences, and then we go, oh no, wait, like someone's listening to this. Like we need to talk. Yeah.
It's
I don't know.
what I've noticed though, Sammy, is every time I go back for the ceremony and I drink the next cup and I go through the process, I understand very clearly that it's almost like a curriculum. And it's like once you start, and maybe David will relate to this and agree with this, but it almost feels like now when you drank that first cup, you went to your first ceremony, now you've entered school. And it's like school for the soul. And now you have your objectives and what you need to do after that ceremony. And whether you do it or not, it's irrelevant. It's just you know what you have to do. And it's not that if you don't do it, you're on the wrong path, or if you do it, you're on the right path. It's just now you have a clear insight. Hey, okay, I got to maybe change one thing, or maybe change this, or just have to do a little bit more of this. And then when you go back to the next ceremony, it's like a whole other level of lessons, but you only got those lessons because you understood the first set of lessons. And then it's just, every time I go to ceremony, it's just, there's a lot of reminders, but there's also a lot of like, hey, okay, we got to focus on this. Don't neglect this. Remind yourself not to live by the ego or the desires. And like, but it always feels like there's a progression. So that's why I understand when you go into ceremony that I go in with that student mentality. Yes, I'm terrified. I've never not been afraid to drink that cup. But I know that if you surrender to it, it's just, the lessons are not scary. They're just the lessons, you know? The fear is the ego trying to hide from it. That's the real fear.
Yeah, it's scary. It's not scary like skydiving or bungee jumping, where you really feel like you're in danger. It's scary like taking a test. It's scary like this is important. And then the teacher, the mirrors, the people, the ceremony, the music, all the precautions, all the like, hey, we got you covered. You know, if you need this, it's over here. If you need that, it's over there. Like that goes a long way to like let go and let be, sort of. And then all the learning happens there. And I guess it's funny you call it a curriculum, because I just heard myself talking about my experience, sort of, and maybe my first lesson is false identity. In a simple way, it's just like, oh, it thinks it's this, you know, like you're not that. And then that allows me to see what I am, which is in the moment. I am being me here, and so is everyone else. And then that mirror comes, and fuck, man, so much to learn in that alone. I think I could just park my car there, so to speak, for a long time.